I'm going to blow up the Earth with my P-38 modulator. Where's the kaboom? There's supposed to be an Earth sheltering kaboom.
Okay, so I'm not going to blow up the Earth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of wood here, and I'm going to turn it into this piece of wood here. We're going to have a couple of feathers put on there. Let's go see how we get that done, alright? So to get the image on the wood, I use a transfer film. This film you can print on with a inkjet printer. No, not inkjet, laserjet. Or you can use a pencil. I'll sometimes just trace over the image, or sometimes I will just draw the image freehand on the transfer paper. It's got a sticky adhesive back. Take that off and then just peel or stick it right where you want to put it. Here I realized I missed the center barb or the spine or whatever you want to call it, the center part of the feather. So I'm just freehanding that down the middle so I have a reference guide to go from. So here I'm taking the 699 at an angle and I'm carving out just along the outline there of the feather just to give me an image to put onto it goes onto the wood. So once that image is scored through the plastic, then I take the stencil film off. So here I just take the transfer film off. And then I'm going to take the 699 burr and just go straight up and down about the depth of the bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch, just go straight along the edge. And it darkens it because it actually burns the wood, but it leaves a nice outline color, especially in the light maple, which is what I'm working on here. So as I just go around the outside, we're just going to watch. Speed that up a little bit because it's kind of slow, but I just go around basically like a little router, just straight up and down and in that nice narrow thing. Here I've switched to a round carbide and I'm doing some roughing. And what I'm going to do is just make the rough shapes of the feather because I want to make sure that they're nice and wavy, just looking at a real feather going along the side of that center spine, rounding off edges. And again, just using the round carbide to get the rough waves and shapes of the feather that I want. So here I've switched back to the 699 straight bit, and I'm at an angle coming along that center spine, making a nice clean look, squaring up the edges of that spine so I can make it look a little better here in a minute. Here I've switched to a small football. What I'm doing now with the football is I'm smoothing out the rough parts from the carbide round a bit to those wavy parts of the feather, holding the diamond bit almost flat. So I'm using a flat, I don't know, it's round flat part of the diamond burr, holding it at maybe a 45-degree angle, shaping that. Now the diamond burrs are used kind of like sandpaper. They're just nice and smooth. They get out the ridges and things from the carbides. So I'm going through and getting out those ridges. So here I've got a different bit, really pointed, and I'm doing the thin veins of the feather, and I make those really thin veins. Somebody said, well, can you slow this down for us so we can see what you're doing here? And I said, it's not actually sped up. That's the speed at which I make the veins. So I make the veins a quick, fast movement, because if I do it too slow, then I can't keep it straight. If I go real fast like this, then I can make those real fine veins look like the feather itself. So I go fast like this. Here's a different angle. You can see what I'm talking about with those thin veins of the feather. It's tough to see them in this light because the wood is so light, there's not a lot of shadow on there. But you can kind of see the veins developing underneath there. side. I do it in reverse. And it's a little harder to do it going the other direction, but you have to just kind of adapt as you do carvings and figure out which way works best for you.